Hello, everyone. This is your assignment for Tuesday. First question says, hello, this is your assignment and attendance for Tuesday, March 16th, and is due by 3 p.m. on the same date. Did you read this? True or false? Number two, you are working on 3 portfolio slides, slides 7, 8, and 9. The video will explain what to do for each slide. Did you read this? True or false? All right, so I have a photo of each of the 3 slides you're going to work on today, and I'm just going to explain in this video what you need to do. You'll have to go to your actual portfolio assignment to complete this, but I will show you on here. So for the first slide, number 7, that you're going to work on today, there's a Venn diagram showing the crossover between electrostatic forces and gravitational forces. Each of these black boxes is a text box, so you're just going to click and drag them into the appropriate box, the appropriate part of the circle. So if you think that it applies to electrostatic forces only, it would go in this section. If you think that applies to both, it would go in the middle section. And if it applies only to gravitational forces, it'll go in this section here. Slide number 8. Based on this image, you have 4 questions. Answer in the box. So maybe change the font color so it's easy to see. What will happen to the force if charge 2 is increased? So meaning if the value of the charge is increased here from 8 to a higher number, what will happen to the forces? Okay. Question number 2, what would happen to the force if charge 1 was changed to a positive charge? So instead of charge 1 being negative, if we changed it to positive, so they were both positive, what would happen to the force? Number 3, is the force attractive or repulsive in the picture? So in this particular instance, in this photo, is the force attractive or repulsive? Question 4, explain how electrostatic forces follow Newton's third law. Now, you can change the position of these boxes if you need more space. So you can drag the text boxes up and then extend them to have more room, but you should be able to fit all 4 in this same space, but you might have to separate them a little bit to have room to put in your answers. And the last one you're doing today is number 9. Drag the arrows to the proper locations. So you have arrows down here at the bottom. You're just going to click and drag them to the appropriate location for each pair. So for charge 1 and 2, for the first pair, you have 2 negative charges. So you're going to place the direction. So it says down here, drag the arrows to the proper locations. The force arrows should point in the direction the charge would move if free to move. So if these 2 were sitting next to each other and then you let go of them, which way would they go? And so that's where that you should place the arrows showing that. As an example on here, you can see when charge 1, if released, would go to the right and the red one would go to the left. So you can use that as an example to help you figure out these. Also state in the boxes here whether it's an attractive or a repulsive force. The arrows are just little like click and drag, just like the text boxes, and place them on whichever side, whichever direction is appropriate for each pair. So each charge should have an arrow showing which way it would go if it was released and it was either attracted or repelled. So you have to figure that part out and move the arrows. Now the size and width of these arrows is just random. It was hard to make them all the same size. So there's no difference in the terms of length or width or anything like that. They're just arrows pointing directions. So it doesn't matter which ones you use for which ones. All right, that is the last slide. So those are the 3 slides from the portfolio that we're doing for Tuesday. Turn them in as soon as possible. By 3 p.m. Tuesday is the deadline for turning them in for attendance purposes. So please make sure those 3 are done. You can send me questions via email if anything comes up and you're not sure, and I'll do my best to answer those as quickly as possible. But I feel that this should be relatively straightforward. I'm going to assign a separate assignment that has just these 3 slides on it so that you can just directly edit these and you won't have to copy paste. So you'll just open this assignment, do the 3 activities, and then submit the assignment in Google Classroom. All right. Thank you. Hope you guys had a great day, and I will see everyone Thursday. Remember, Wednesday is also an asynchronous day.